Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to change the blades for your Titan plane of thicknesser. There's not a lot of things you're going to need. First of all, we need a new set of blades. I've got the Erbauer ones. I've been looking online a lot for the Titan blades and actually couldn't find any. And in the forums and so, people said the Erbauer ones are the same size, they fit perfectly. So I've got these from Screwfix. They're not too expensive. I'll leave the link in the description below. Also, we're going to need a size 8 spanner and a blade setting block. This one comes with the planer, but in case you haven't got one, we could just use a square just to level the blade. Firstly, we're going to need to move away the blade guard to actually expose the blades and the cutter block. You could just slide it to the side to fully expose it, but I'm just going to take it off so we can see it better, and also I actually take it off quite often when using the thicknesser because it's just all the time in the way whenever I'm doing stuff. So I've changed the knobs. I've changed the nut into a wing nut so it would be easy for me to undo it. Right, so step 1 is done. And secondly, we're going to need to spin the cutter block to expose one of the blades. We're going to spin it until we can see the blade is actually on that side and we see all of these nuts over here. I've already undone a few of them just to make it quicker. Basically, when you start undoing the last ones, you start seeing it raising up. The thing pops up because the spring's behind it. So we want to make sure these are all undone enough so it can raise up easily. You can see how much dirt and gunk it's in there. So we're going to pop this out. So it comes out all together with the blade, and the blades are holding on to these little 2 pins. Make sure you remember which side you've put the blade in, which side the blade was in, so we can put it the same way afterwards. I'm going to clean off all this debris that's on here. I'm just going to spray some WD-40, let it sit for a couple of minutes and just give it a quick scrub. And while that's soaking, I'm going to make sure to clean all of this. There are a couple of springs in here, so making sure we do not lose them. As you can see, there's one here. I'll just pop that out while cleaning, and there's another one further down. So I'll just take them out, put them to the side. I'm going to clean all of this out. You can see how much debris is all inside of here, so I'm just going to go with my compressed air gun and blow it all out. So now this part is all nice and clean. I'm going to give it a quick wipe on the blade because in the package it came with quite a bit of oil. If you don't remember which way you've put the blades in, the little writing, the letters, they go on the outside. Pop these back onto 2 little dots. And I'm going to place it back in. Don't forget the springs. When placing the blades back in, you want to try and make sure that the actual blade edge is aligned with the edge of the plane table here. We're going to use these little funny handle. Basically, it's to align the blade to be at the right height with the feed table. So what we're going to do, we're going to rest. As you can see, it's shaped in a little rounded shape. We're going to place this just off the edge of the teeth to touch the spindle, whatever it's called. Right, so it's going to touch the blades and that bit, and we're going to press on it down. I'm going to press down on it firmly, and that is the actual height of how deep the blade's supposed to be in. So while holding it firmly, we're going to start tightening up the screws over here, and then it should sit perfectly. Now I believe I can release this, because we've done these two, so we're going to tighten the rest of them up, and then yeah, should be all done. Actually, I forgot to say, before you do that, make sure that the planer table, this little indicator is obviously on the top, so these two are actually level. So after changing the second blade, you want to ensure that the rollers can spin it easily, and I can see what my problem is already. When I spin it, it gets stuck at some point, because when I changed the second blade, I didn't pay attention and I didn't align the blade, so it's sticking way too much out on that side, and it doesn't allow me to fully rotate it. So I'm going to undo the nuts, push this back, align it, and then see again if it's going to spin. Okay, so I've just aligned my blade. I'm going to press it down again, tighten it back up, and see if it spins freely. See, that's where my mistake was. While I was tightening it, it just moved, just like now. So what I'm going to do is just going to start with the middle. I believe that was the reason why I didn't notice it shifting to the side, because I was focused on screwing all of the nuts back on. Right, so these are tightened-ish, just in case I need to undo it again. But just going to check that they spin freely all the way. Yep, nothing's getting caught. So I'm just going to make sure the bolts are tight again, and then try some wood running it through. As you can see, I've got a piece of pallet which has ran through the old blades, and it took a couple of bits off, but I actually burnt it really badly. That's when I realised it was definitely time to change the blades, because it was just scooting through. So also you can see, like, sorry, I had a dust mask on. You can see the little grooves that it was doing it because of all the chips. I was just going to put a dust mask on, because normally I would run it with a hoover, but I want to see actually how many chips are coming through and how it's going. So the new blades seem to be working totally fine. Perfectly smooth. I don't even think I need to sand it. So yeah, probably going to start changing them a bit more often, or at least resharpening them. Thanks for watching, and see you later.